Welcome back. We are covering number 2, blockchain, crypto, DeFi at work. Keep or get a job over the next 20 years. This video series, I will leave a link to the playlist for this series. If this is your first video that you're watching, I'd encourage you to go back and watch the other videos. And again, like I said, I'll leave the link in the description below. I'll also leave a link to the blockchain, crypto, video playlist that I'm curating that has other content creators on YouTube. It's good also. But if this is your first time and you're just kind of checking things out, it's a safe place for you to kind of listen to these videos, educate yourself a little bit. It's a good launching pad for you, right? We're not going too far in depth, but we're just giving some cover. The first videos we cover some definitions, some buzzwords you hear, some of the different cryptocurrencies, what some of the things that you hear, what they mean. And then the second points of the video is how can you leverage this for your job, or maybe you're feeling some job insecurity, or maybe you know that your job is going away or your company is going away based on the circumstances we're all in, right? So this is something that you this video series is meant to help you try and pivot and maybe position yourself to move into this space, because this wave is coming. It is here. It's either going to crash down on you or you're going to be able to leverage it and surf it into prosperity. And that's what I want you to consider doing. So before we get going, click the thumbs up, click the subscribe button. If you're back watching this series and you haven't subscribed yet, shame on you. Uncle Paul has been asking you. I've been doing my part. All you got to do is hit the subscribe button. Click the alert button. I'm not here to guilt trip you. I know you guys are hopefully gaining some value out of this, and I appreciate you just being here. I'm just messing with you, just joking with you. That's what uncles do. All right, number 2. So listen, you can't be scared, right, at work. You got to look for opportunity, but you need to treat this almost like a little venture, right? You're looking to secure some venture capital, but it's only within the company, right? But identify ways your company can utilize blockchain, cryptocurrency, and DeFi to save or make revenue, right? So here's the deal, right? Based on the newness of blockchain and crypto and the decentralized finance industry, it's highly likely that either some strategy, maybe it's not highly likely, but maybe some strategy discussions are in the very beginning stages, maybe at those upper levels. Maybe they're not being had at all, but again, that's opportunity for you either way, right? Once you become better versed in what this whole industry is about, and you've done more study or more due diligence on it, you spend more time in it, hopefully you'll have a good chance to identify areas or opportunities within your company, right? That's where you're going to bring some value adds to your leadership in positioning them, right? They're going to want to hear about this, I guarantee you, because they're already watching and hearing it themselves. And if you become that person, that go-to person, that trusted subject matter expert, go watch that video, then again, you're going to be able to position yourself and bring some value, right? So consider writing a white paper that outlines where the company may be able to streamline costs, improve process and performance, or increase revenue. Anytime you can address these areas, I guarantee you'll get leadership perking up here, right? And do it if you're not a senior level yet, do it in conjunction with your boss, right? So anytime you can, it's very likely you'll get that attention though, and maybe you'll get some permission and even some funding to pursue things, right? And to do some study on it. So it's a good thing. You shouldn't be scared. You should be looking into taking the initiative. And I would actually put the white paper together on your own if you can, so that you have something prepared that it shows. Don't steal. I mean, don't copy other people's paper, right? You don't want to do this, but you want to cater it so that it works for you and your company. The good thing about taking the time to put something like that together and putting together a white paper like that is that you now have a great resource, not only to provide to your current employer, but if you decide to look outside of the company for another job, if nothing's going to happen there, this is great interview material. You can print that off. I wouldn't email, I would print it off actually, because then that forces them to contact you again and ask you for a soft copy by printing it off, right? But print that off, and when you go to your interview, you can ask them about it and say, you know what, for your convenience, I've gone ahead and printed off a white paper I put together at my prior company. Feel free to look at that, but I'm very interested in, what you have going on here. And so 2 things will happen from that. Either they'll have to contact you or want to contact you about your, soft copy or electronic version of your white paper that you're putting together. Or they may not want their competitors to have that information. And if you do well enough in the interview, maybe that'll be the tipping point for you to get that actual job or position. But it'll certainly make you stand out. I guarantee you. I don't know of many people that are putting together white papers. I've interviewed a lot of people over the years, and I've never been given a white paper once, not one time. But I guarantee that'll impress them. And then also the content of the white paper is also going to impress them. So something to think about. It takes extra work, but are you worth it? I think you are. You're already here. You're ahead of the game. You're in the top 1% of people who know about this, let alone are spending time educating yourself. So good job. Round of applause, pat on the back. Do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, share the playlist, click the thumbs up, click the alert button, all that jazz. Appreciate it greatly. And we will talk to you at the next video.